Hey, Foodie Gang, what is going on? What is going on? Can y'all hear me? Okay. We are back for time for tea at 9:07. Good eats. We are going to talk about Elon Musk gives $1 million checks, Sean Kingston sentence, and we have the 911 phone call that was made on Young Scooter. And right before I came on here, they have, the internet be working. They have figured out who the woman was. So shout out to YouTube and to Facebook. But hit the like button on your way in. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Keep the soul warm by sending a super chat, super sticker. Or you can hit the Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all that. And also, join my food group on Facebook, Foodie Gang fan page. Follow me on my social media platforms. I just realized there is a typo in my banner, so I gotta fix that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. How is everybody doing today? Okay, so we have an action-packed show today. Whatever we don't get to today, we will discuss on tomorrow's show. I just realized I had a typo and I ran this banner the whole time yesterday. Okay, keep the show warm by sending a super chat with your thoughts, Cash App. I also do have PayPal and Venmo, or just hit the like button, leave a comment down below. Okay. So I am going to drop the link after, we open the show up. One thing that I forgot to mention yesterday, and someone did reach out to me from Facebook and was like, I wanted to join the show. If you want to join the show, you are going to have to join on YouTube. 907 Good Eats. You're gonna have to come through YouTube to join the show. I'm not sure why StreamYard has it that way, or like why you can't join from Facebook, but that's just the way it is. So if you're ever on Facebook and you want to join the show, you're gonna have to come over to YouTube. Um, yeah, but we got an action-packed show, and then I'm gonna drop that disclaimer in the chat. I'm gonna read it. Okay, I got a lot of typos in here. This is how you know I work for myself. uh we're also on Facebook, so you can send stars, or like I said, just hit the like button, let us know where you're watching from. Uh okay, hold on, y'all. It's hard to talk. It's hard to talk and type. Yes, but we have an action-packed show. And like I said, right before I came on live, they found who the woman was from the 911 call. And shout out to the investigators on the internet, because I'm telling you, the internet. Okay, so what was going on is that the woman who called in the call, she called from an emergency phone, so they were having a hard time tracing it back. So they released it to the public so that the public can help look for it. And they found out the girl, they got the rundown, all that stuff. Um, they found out everything on her. And when you bring something to the internet, that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna find out everything. Okay, okay, okay. So dropping that disclaimer. Oh, and I finally uploaded a picture of what we had for Sunday dinner. So we did an Italian style Sunday dinner, and my family brought over food as well. And so I was having I didn't okay, so I tried to upload the pictures the next Monday, or yeah, on that Monday, but I uploaded it today. So I'm gonna get that pulled up and show y'all what that's looking like. Show y'all what we eating over here. Okay. And here we go with the disclaimer. The views expressed are those of the individuals, not 907 goodies. While we strive to aim for accuracy, we cannot guarantee completeness or reliability. Use the information at your own risk. And I'm going to show you guys a picture of the food. That pulled up. Let me get that pulled up. Okay, there we go. Let me make this a little bit bigger for y'all. Okay, so this is my YouTube channel. And then that's the videos that we're currently on. And then when I have someone donate to the channel and they're the highest they're the sponsor of the channel, I will post something like this and just, shout them out. But this is the food right here. Let me try to click it and see if I can make it bigger. Okay, so I made Italian chicken cutlets, broccoli, garlic bread, and then I made it like a tomato sauce for dipping. And then my cousin brought over this mac and cheese. I say mac and cheese, lasagna, and it was super delicious. Shout out to my cousin. She also brought over desserts, and I'm so mad that I did not get a picture of the desserts. But we did live stream, and we showed them on the live stream. So yes, that was Sunday dinner. And hey, Drip King, how are you doing? How are you doing? And he said, nice. And he said 907 eats. Hey, said he's doing good. But yes, this was Sunday dinner and it was so delicious. And we also had breadsticks. And like I said, my cousins brought over cinnamon rolls in these parfait cups that were so good that I did not get a picture of, but I did show them on the live stream. Let's see what else we got. Oh, let me go back. See what else we got. So we're always cooking on 907 Good Eats. Um, Shout out to one of the sponsors. Ooh, and I made this last week. It was so delicious. It was a tortellini with a lemon butter sauce. Super, super good. And for my cooking live streams, subscribe to my YouTube channel for those. All right. All right. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is Elon Musk giving out $1 million checks. And I want to know why I didn't get one. That's what I want to know. Where is my check at, Elon Musk? So he's giving out $1 million checks. I have heard of giveaways, but never to the tune of $1 million. And my sister asked me, and she was like, well, do they have to pay taxes? If somebody gave you $1 million and you had to pay taxes on that $1 million, I still feel like you are winning because that's money that you didn't have before. And even if you pay taxes, you would still be left with something. So you're still winning, in my opinion, with someone giving you $1 million. So I'm going to pull that video up here and I'm going to work on dropping the link at the same time. But can you imagine if somebody gave you $1 million? Okay, so this is the video that I have where he was giving out $1 million, which is a crazy amount of money. Like, can you imagine what you could do with $1 million?
I should say that the reason, the reason for the checks is that it's really just to get attention. It's like we need to get attention, and it's somewhat inevitably when I do these things, the the sort of it causes the legacy media to like kind of lose their minds, and and then they'll run it on every news channel. And I'm like, I couldn't pay them it would cost like 10 times more. All right. Thank you so much. You're welcome.
So it sounds like he, in his words, is doing this to get attention. I would say you definitely have my attention with $1 million. He's doing this to get attention, and it definitely has gotten attention. And why would it not? You're giving away $1 million in right now in the US, people, the groceries are going up, we have inflation, everything is going up.
Thank you. Congratulations. All right.
I'm gonna be honest, when I saw this, I was like, is this real? Like, you see the check right there? Is it really $1 million? Are they like, this is unheard of. I've never heard of a giveaway be this much. So I was like, what if they're just doing this for a photo op and these people are not getting the money? And I would say she did not look as happy as I would have looked if I was receiving $1 million. Like, she don't look that happy for some reason. I don't know. Why she don't look that happy.
All right, congratulations.
Breaking news just into our newsroom this morning. The latest development into an ongoing legal battle with just 2 days until a critical state Supreme Court race. Attorney General Josh Kaul filing a petition with the Wisconsin Supreme Court, the state Supreme Court, to halt Elon Musk $1 million giveaways at an event later today in Green Bay.
So when they heard he was pretty much going to do this, for some reason they wanted to block it in court. They feel like him doing this and giving it away to Wisconsin voters is kind of like paying for votes in a sense. And so they wanted to stop it. But I kind of feel like they just don't want nobody to get they don't want to help nobody. And so he's giving away $1 million. Of course, they had a problem with that. So they wanted to hold it up in court, saying that it was, I guess they were mad because they felt like it was buying votes. But I would say this, they do a lot of things, in my opinion, to buy votes. Whether that is, people paying for like donating a large amount to your campaign and you promoting that. I feel like there's a lot of things done behind the scenes, in my opinion, where it's very fishy. And so they wasn't cool with Elon Musk. It says AG call appeals to state Supreme Court to stop Elon Musk $2 million payments to Wisconsin voters. And you guys saw that he gave away two $1 million checks. But my thing is this, honestly, what he could have did, he could have like split that money up, like $500,000, and he could have gave away more checks to more people. And then it makes you wonder, are those checks real? Are you really getting $1 million? Hey, truth teller, how are you? He said, "We love. How are things going today?" We are just getting started, but so far so good with the day. I have 11:47 a.m. here. I kind of slept in this morning, y'all. And I have something I want to make with you guys. It's a viral onion boil. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do it today, but that is the next thing that you guys are probably going to see me cook. Is the viral onion boil. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about it. Some people think it's gross. Some people think it sounds good. I'll say this. If you do not like onions, you're not gonna like the onion boil. But truth teller, what is going on? What's going on?
Now, call moving for an emergency injunction, saying in part, quote, resolution of this legal issue is urgent. Respondents have promised to give away the $1 million prizes at an event scheduled to begin at 6:30 p.m. this evening, March 30th, 2025. Going on in this filing to say, quote, if this court does not take prompt action and the prizes are awarded, the injury to public confidence in the validity of this election cannot be undone. End.
Hey, everybody's coming in here at once. Let me go back to this part. So Elon Musk is going to give away $1 million each to two different people, and they are mad. Hey, Jihana, what's going on? And El Chipo said, happy Tuesday. So I normally don't drink chamomile tea while I'm on here because it makes me sleepy sometimes, but I have a chamomile tea. Okay, it's not gonna allow me to show it to y'all. It's a honey and vanilla chamomile tea. Um, so what we are talking about is Elon Musk is trying to give away. Well, he did. He did give the money away. They try to block it in court. They felt like he was like buying votes. So then this is AG. This is the Attorney General. He's big mad. He went to the Supreme Court in his state, the Wisconsin Supreme Court, and tried to block it. Let's see what else we got here.
Undone. End quote. Now, this is the Attorney General's third attempt to stop the giveaway after a Wisconsin appeals court denied a call's effort last night, and then a circuit court judge refused to hear the case Friday. Musk is backing a Brad.
3 times he tried to take this to court. Why are you that mad about it? You know, like, dang, that's like tattletailing at his finest because you're going to the court.
At Schimmel. Schimmel is running as the conservative candidate against liberal candidate Susan Crawford. So we kind of want to bring you up to date on how this legal dispute began. Thursday, Musk posted to X his Sunday event in Green Bay would be limited to those who have voted in the Supreme Court election, and that he would, quote, personally hand over 2 checks for $1 million for those taking the time to vote, end quote. Well, Friday morning, Musk deleted that initial post, saying he wanted to clarify his message, now saying entrance will be limited to those, quote, who have signed a petition opposed activist judges, and that he would, quote, hand over checks for $1 million to 2 people to be spokesmen for the petition, end quote. So that sparked legal action.
Look, you give me $1 million, tell me who you want me to vote for. You can buy my vote for $1 million. Honestly, it don't even take $1 million, but I'll take it.
From Attorney General Call suing to block the giveaways, offering any value to induce a voter to cast the ballot or refrain from voting. Heads up, that is a felony here in Wisconsin. So Saturday, the appeals court denied the motion, the order saying in part, quote, we conclude that the petition fails to show that the Attorney General is entitled to any form of relief that this court is permitted to provide, end quote. So now, breaking this morning, Call appealing to the state Supreme Court. And the question now in the next 12 hours is, will the Supreme Court take the request? And if
I'll tell you what, it did not work because Elon ended up giving away $1 million. So it didn't work. It didn't work. He gave that money away.
If so, will any of the justices recuse themselves? There are 4 liberal justices on the Wisconsin State Supreme Court. The 4 of them make up the court's majority and have been campaigning for Susan Crawford. And that includes outgoing Justice Ann Walsh Bradley, who spoke with 12 News about Elon Musk's money giveaway earlier this week.
We can't surrender our court system to Elon Musk. We can't surrender who we are as a people and what we believe in as a state.
Political leaders in Green Bay, where the Musk event will be held, giving sharply different reactions to the event there.
He's an out-of-state billionaire robber baron that is trying to, put his money in this election to rig the system.
I'll tell you what, they are so mad that Elon Musk is a billionaire. And even when they complain about the Doge, that's one of the talking points. And I'm not saying that Elon Musk is that dude, he ain't doing nothing wrong. But I'm just saying that that is one of their talking points when they talk about Elon Musk. They always say he's rich, he's not from his country. They really just do not like Elon Musk. He could have been giving away a $2, he could have been giving away $2 each, and they still would have been mad.
An essential, I think, part of the movement that we're all a part of. And I think it's very exciting to be able to see him in person and sort of like see the reaction, the energy.
Our 12 News crew is currently going through the latest court filings, bringing you the latest on this developing story throughout the day.
Homeboy was trying to get that $2 million. And then this is the actual giveaway that occurred.
I should say that the reason for the checks is that it's really just to get attention.
Y'all know that Wisconsin is known for their cheese. And I used to have a boss that was from Wisconsin, and she put me on the cheese curds. What y'all know about them cheese curds? It's so bomb. But that's why when he came out, he had that little cheese wedge on his head.
It's like we need to get attention, and it's somewhat inevitably when I do these things, the sort of it causes the legacy media to like kind of lose their minds, and then they'll run it on every news channel, and I'm like, I couldn't pay them it would cost like 10 times more. All right. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Okay, congratulations.
These people are not happy enough for me. I would have been crying. I would have been cutting up. They don't seem that happy to be getting $1 million, in my opinion. They don't seem as happy enough.
All right. All right, congratulations.
Okay, there you have it. So Elon Musk he gave away $2 million in Green Bay, Wisconsin. What he wanted to do, they gave him a hard time in court. They don't feel like what he's doing is right. They feel like he is, in a sense, buying votes. They feel like he is buying votes. And you know what? For $1 million, you could buy my vote. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Let me play this time for T video so y'all know where we at and know what's going on. Then we're gonna talk about Sean Kingston and his mom and what they got going on.
Please hold for a very important message.
Okay, we're gonna talk about Sean Kingston and his mom and what they have going on. And this is time for T at 907 Goody. So y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Okay, so a couple of months ago, did you guys hear about the raid on Sean Kingston? And from what I remember, I think it was some type of TV or entertainment system that he had got, and he failed to pay for it. So what they ended up doing, and he had a numerous amount of items that just weren't paid for properly. And I remember it was something about Justin Bieber, it was something weird going on. So I think it was the FBI to raid his house a couple of months ago, and his mom and him were arrested. So he has now been found guilty. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the original video of the raids for those of you guys who don't remember the raid. And what the original, okay, So in my opinion, it happened pretty fast because we see people get arrested and then it takes like years for them to go to court, years for them to get sentenced. This one happened pretty quick. And so I have here the original raid that occurred. And this video I have was 10 months ago. So they've already sentenced Sean Kingston and his mom, I believe. So it all happened pretty fast. And I'm gonna pull that up for you guys and we're gonna talk about it. I'm also gonna play some videos from that are current, and we're gonna see the mom's new mugshot. Because when they arrested them, originally they did a mugshot, but they did another one, and I don't know if she cut her hair or I don't know. I don't know what's going on with her hair. I'm not sure. And I don't want to talk about nobody's mama too much. Okay, so that was Sean Kingston. That's Sean Kingston, and that's his mom. Let me get the fair use up there. And this was the original raid 10 months ago. So it says Sean Kingston accused of 1 million fraud with mom after raid on Florida mansion. And this was a very, 10 months ago. That's less than a year. They are not playing with these people. Okay? Y'all stop committing crime out here. They're not playing with y'all.
Rapper Sean Kingston and his mother are arrested, accused of stealing more than $1 million in a fraud scheme that allegedly includes stolen jewelry, cars, furniture, and money.
They had, 50 to 60 officers there, a SWAT team, long guns. They threw a dog allegedly over the fence to get in there. They destroyed a lot of the house during their search.
We're hearing from Kingston's attorney for the first time since his arrest, comparing the raid of his home to Nazi Germany.
Because of the Gestapo type raid there, we're bringing all these.
Now that's a crazy comparison. And I know some people were saying Trump is like Hitler. I think that we need to stop comparing things to Hitler. That's not what this was. No. He allegedly had $1 million worth of stuff in there that was not paid for. And they came back to get it. They said the SWAT team. I think they said they wasn't playing. When they get the SWAT team, and then it's funny how Elon Musk gave away $1 million, and here they are doing $1 million fraud. They could have went. They could have went to Wisconsin and voted and got $1 million from Elon. And shout out to Coach Ferg. He said more dumb nigga ish, or more dumb ninja ish. And what was crazy about this story is that the stuff that they were taking, in my opinion, was like materials. It was stupid stuff. You got a TV worth thousands of dollars, and if you're a recording artist, you're not even going to be at home to enjoy it. So what was the point? They were just, like Trey said, it was just dumb. All of it was dumb. But you get arrested, and they take your mama too. You got your mom in on this? Or maybe she got her son in on it. I don't know who said it first, but we're going to play this video.
SWAT team guys in with masks so they wouldn't be identified like some sort of a mafia undercover raid. It was really ridiculous.
The arrest and raid apparently a shock to Kingston and his team.
We had no idea it was coming.
This is a law and crime legal alert. Google Incognito tracked you.
Okay, I'm going to skip this, but of course y'all didn't know it was coming. Why would they tell you? And most of the time when they are about to raid you, they don't give you no heads up. No, this is what it sounds like is you guys thought you were above the law because of who you are, but it don't work that way. They're coming to get anybody, and then they're going to say it was unnecessary. No, it wasn't. You had $1 million of their stuff in your house. And when then they came back to get it, it was unnecessary. No, they want their stuff back.
Kingston saw his first glimpse of limelight. You probably know his hit song Beautiful Girls from 2007, or that 2010 song Eeny Meeny that he worked on with Justin Bieber. Kingston, whose legal name is Keyshawn Anderson, still performs today, but hasn't seen the same commercial success as he originally did when he debuted into the music world. He was actually performing last week at an airbase in the Mojave Desert. That's where he was arrested as officials raided his home in Florida.
If we had known they were coming, we would open the door and
Oh, I didn't really understand this detail. So he was arrested in another state, and then they went and raided his home. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that he was arrested before the raid. And a lot of times when the police come knocking, they already got what they need. And this lawyer, like, why should someone give you a heads up? As if you gave them a heads up you was gonna steal their stuff and commit fraud. I don't know why you need all this respect, but you clearly wasn't giving it because you stole our stuff, didn't pay us, and used a lot of names for clout. They don't owe you nothing.
said, "Here, come on in, do your search."
That's Robert Rosenblatt, Sean Kingston's attorney. I asked him about the raids and the charges against Kingston and his mother, 61-year-old Janice Turner. A couple of the things I've seen include conducting an organized scheme to defraud, grand theft, identity theft, related crimes. What do you make of all of these charges?
We don't think they're going to stick. This is basically a civil suit that they've turned into a criminal case. There's been no criminal intent. We'll handle each of these allegations separately.
There's a certain amount of money that when you steal something, there's a certain amount of money where then it becomes a felony. And this is up to $1 million. So how would $1 million be a civil suit? No. In my mind, $1 million, that's a whole felony. And he was treated as he should have been if the allegations were true. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't no misdemeanor. This ain't no civil suit with $1 million. I think that sometimes when people get money and they feel like they're such a celebrity that they're not a regular person anymore, and they can just go and do whatever they want. But you have to keep in mind that you are not one of them. You're one of us. So you got to be realistic with it. I'm just play the video. And I'm going to show y'all what's going on now. And remember what the lawyer said. But he said what he was supposed to say as somebody getting paid.
In court.
The civil lawsuit Rosenblatt's referring to is one from February, filed by Ver Entertainment. According to court docs, Sean Kingston reached out to the company in September 2023, saying he wanted to purchase a 232-inch TV and sound system. Ver alleges that Kingston agreed to record some promotions for the company.
232-inch TV. Is that a theater? Like, what? Why would you need a 232-inch TV in your home? That's crazy. That's for the movies where people come and they pay. You can get that in your home, and then what? Like, why do you need all that? This is like an example, like Trey said, dumb. Why do you need that big of a TV in your home? Craziness.
In exchange for a discount. But Kingston also teased a big name of a former collaborator. So some of the allegations that I've seen include straight from Ver Entertainment that Sean Kingston, your client, was.
Hey, G Honda, what is going on? What is going on?
907, what's good with you? How you doing today? Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, Gihanna, you're kind of like lagging a bit. Say another word.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I think we have a delay. Okay. Well, when Gihanna comes back up, I will put him back on the screen. We are talking about Sean Kingston. He was actually sentenced. The video that I'm showing you guys now was from 10 months ago when they conducted the original raid on his mansion in Florida. But he was arrested in another state and then they conducted the raid. And the lawyer saying that they didn't give them a heads up, they had no idea, and it happened out of nowhere. My thing is this: if they would have given them a heads up that the house was going to be raided, I feel like when people know that, they're going to start hiding evidence. And that's why raids are usually not told to the person that they're raiding. It's like, it's a surprise pop up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not telling you for a reason. They ain't telling you for a reason.
Going to do promotional videos, I guess, or commercials alongside
Right.
Justin Bieber in order to promote and then get a reduced price for some of the products. Is that accurate?
Well, that's it. That's what their allegations are. I'm not so sure he's going to do it with Justin Bieber. A lot of it was going to be.
So, I believe Justin Bieber and Sean Kingston had songs together. And if y'all know, chat, correct me, but they had songs together. They kind of came out around the same time. So what he was doing to get all this stuff from his companies is he was name dropping. He was using Justin Bieber's name and saying that, hey, we're gonna do promo for you and we're gonna promote the product. So go ahead and give it to me on the credit, and then we'll slowly make payments. And so they would give him these products after he would drop all these names, and then they would never pay. And all these products they would take back to the Florida mansion. So when you go into Sean Kingston's house, it's decked out. So you think he got money too, but he really don't. They're committing a lot of fraud. And I would say allegedly, but he was sentenced. So it's really not allegedly. It looks like he did it.
His own princes.
And does he plan to do that, those commercials or promotions?
Well, that's something we're talking about right now. I mean, obviously they kind of jumped the gun there by filing the lawsuit because the contract, as I read it, didn't have any specific deadline for him to do that. So there's even a question whether it's a breach or not. You know, Sean's very busy. He's doing.
So he's saying that, yes, he did. Sean Kingston did promise those things, but he never said when he was going to do it, and there was no deadline. So he feels like they jumped the gun in filing the lawsuit. I do not believe this lawyer for a second. And I have not read the paperwork myself, but I don't believe they gave him a 232-inch TV. And he said, I'm going to do promo with Justin Bieber. And then he didn't give them a date or a deadline. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that this lawyer, but this lawyer, he's doing what he got to do. He's doing what he got to do. So
doing a lot of concerts and traveling a lot.
So basically, Ver Entertainment says this $110,000 entertainment system was installed in Sean Kingston's Florida home, and Kingston only paid them $30,000. Ver says they haven't seen any of those promotional videos either, but Rosenblatt says there was no timetable on Kingston's contract. Even still, it was Ver's lawsuit that likely led to the raid of Kingston's home.
Well, that was the main impetus for bringing this case. The TV issues and whatever. It was a civil contract. They attached the contract to the complaint. I actually just pulled it up this morning. I didn't see any appearances on behalf of any defendant yet, but I mean, that was the start of it. And they pyramided all these other allegations, which we'll address and we deny.
All this brings us to the raid of Kingston's home in Southwest Ranches, Florida, about 15 miles outside of Fort Lauderdale. The Broward County Sheriff's Office performed the raid on May 23rd and took out that TV Ver had installed for Kingston. Rosenblatt compared the raid to the Gestapo, the police in
Look. So he paid $30,000 for a 232-inch TV. He promised him that he would do promo, and I'm sure that he was going to make more payments on it. But they didn't see any promo. They didn't see any more money. So it ended up leading to all of this.
Nazi Germany. He says Kingston could still do the promotional videos for Ver, but he doesn't have the TV anymore anyway.
And if he could fit into a schedule, then he'll comply with his agreement, which may be moot at this point because of the Gestapo type raid there. They took the TV back, so I'm not so sure even if that is going to be that case will be pending. Or
Do you think we're gonna let you keep our TV? You think we're gonna let you keep our TV after you failed to pay? Sean Kingston, I don't know what you got going on here with you and your mom, but y'all need to stop. You think we're gonna let you keep our TV after you didn't keep your end of the bargain and then you're mad about the raid? I don't know where he got this lawyer from, but I don't think this lawyer, I don't like how he was talking. I really don't.
not.
You compared that raid there, Gestapo-like raid is what you said. Have you talked to either of your clients, Sean, about that? I know that he wasn't there at the time, but what are they thinking about it?
No, well, I didn't speak to him about it, but I did speak to Janice about it, and I saw the video. It was uncalled for.
Okay, so Sean wasn't there because he was already in custody. But this is the mom. Don't her hair look cute? This is the mom, though. She was there. The lawyer wasn't there, so where he's getting this from, I don't know. But you think that you're gonna steal people's stuff, and when they come back to collect it, they should be nice? No, that's not how it works, man.
Bringing all these SWAT team guys in with masks so they wouldn't be identified like some sort of a mafia undercover raid. It was really ridiculous, the amount of manpower they used to take a TV out.
Rosenblatt had more to say about the raid, too.
It looked like they thought Obama bin Laden had been resurrected. They had, 50 or 60 officers there, a SWAT team, long guns. They threw a dog allegedly over the fence to get in there. They destroyed it.
Okay, it's not funny. He's saying that they threw the dog over the fence. He's saying that they threw the dog over the fence allegedly to get in there. What dog did that throw over the fence? Okay. Okay, so Breeze, I got the picture. Breeze saw the mugshot. Y'all, this is like, it's not funny, but it's funny. Okay, he said they threw the dog over the fence to get inside there. When they came and they pulled up to get their stuff back, they had the SWAT team, long guns, and they had masks on. The reason why they could have had masks on because Sean Kingston is going to be a high profile case. That means that if the media knows or the paparazzi know about the raid, they're going to immediately go and start taking photos. So maybe they had masks on to keep their identity shielded. But I'm going to go back a little bit and we're going to play the part where the lawyer said the dog got thrown over the fence. Breeze says salute 907 gigs. Oh, and you guys, Breeze did send me a video, and probably tomorrow we're gonna talk about Say So P and all that's going on. And I'll probably show that video then. And yes, they were convicted. But what I'm doing, Breeze, is I'm going back and I'm showing y'all the original video from 10 months ago where they did the raid. To say they convicted them pretty fast. They were not playing. But one thing I noticed that this lawyer is doing, he's playing on a lot of keywords. He's already said Hitler, Nazis, like so he's playing on a lot of words to get everyone really emotional. But when he said they threw the dog over the fence. Ooh, these people, they be telling these stories. But this is what the lawyer is paid to do, so I'm not mad at him, but it was just funny the way he said it.
They had what 50 to 60 officers there, a SWAT team, long guns. They threw a dog allegedly over the fence to get in there. You know, they destroyed a lot of the house during their search. It was, you know, really uncalled for to arrest a 61-year-old grandmother, bring her out in handcuffs.
He's referring to Janice Turner, Kingston's mother, but this isn't her first tangle with the law. In the early 2000s,
Okay, if she did it, then arrest her. Arrest her. And hey, Arnell, how are you doing? He said, hello, Big Bang. And G Honda, are you ready? G Honda, are you ready? And Bree said that jail picture was wild. Sure was. Okay, so it looks like right here she got on the lace front. Right? She got on the lace front. But he said they threw the dog over the fence to get inside. He said they had all these guns, they had the SWAT team, and she's a 60-year-old woman, so they shouldn't have done all of that. Look, if you steal my 232-inch TV and you tell me Justin Bieber is gonna do promo, I'm coming to get my stuff. And Risa, they thought they could scam them white folks. Woo, yeah, 232-inch TV in your house. Isn't that crazy? I don't know why when black people get money, they just be doing the stupidest stuff. No, them people say we come back to get our son. And we bring the police. Okay, but this is the mom. Normally, mom's supposed to tell you to stay out of trouble, and she's supposed to make sure that you don't do nothing bad. But she seemed like she was in it too. And she seemed like she was using the money to buy wigs.
2000, she was convicted of stealing more than $160,000. She served a year and a half in prison. Since then, the pair faced at least 3 civil lawsuits for failure to pick up.
Oh, let me go back a little bit. So the mom sounded like she was already a criminal.
Mother, but this isn't her first tangle with the law. In the early 2000s, she was convicted of stealing more than $160,000. She served a year and a half in prison. Since then, the pair faced at least 3 civil lawsuits for failure to pick up major tabs from jewelry stores, customized watchmakers, and entertainment systems. Also, some of the reports that I've seen include that Sean Kingston had already been on probation at this time for trafficking stolen property. Way in the past, back in 2006, Janice had served more than a year in prison, and then there were multiple lawsuits that they both faced from 2006 onward for fraud. Some people are saying this is a pattern.
Wow, so they sound like, in my opinion, career criminals. Yeah. And this lawyer gonna say all this ain't true. They lied. They did the most. No, these two seem like they're criminals. I don't know if he taught her or she taught him, but mom is supposed to keep you out of trouble, not do the trouble with you. But the mom, Sean Kingston mom, was about to lie. She said, "I'm doing the crime with you." And Bree said, "Sean Kingston is Caribbean. He ain't FBA." He thought he was with them folks. Oh, okay. All right. I said so. I don't know why black people, when they get money, they be doing lavish stuff. Even though they are Caribbean breeds, you don't consider them one of us still? And he said most of us pay our bills. Nah, put that on the Caribbean. Y'all know, well, I ain't gonna talk about nobody because I finna go into a whole spiel. Let me just play the video before they cancel me.
What do you make of that?
Well, I'm not privy to all the old lawsuits. If you go back to 2006, I mean, these are business people. They're going to have lawsuits against them, for various reasons. I'm not sure how the lawsuits were disposed of, whether they were dismissed or what occurred. I'd be interested to find out. But that's all history, and they have no relevance to this.
Okay, so this was a mugshot. When they raided the mansion, I believe they took her into custody. So that was her mugshot from the Florida mansion being raided. Right, Breeze? If I'm wrong, y'all correct me. This is her mugshot, and it looks like she ain't. Okay. Okay, so Bree said no. When they say I'm Jamaican, not black. I asked somebody because I was wondering, I was like, when you go to fill out an application, when they asked you to check white, African American, what do you check? And he said, I check African American because it don't matter to me. But they do be saying this, Breeze. They be like, I'm Jamaican, I'm Haitian. They do be, but she looked like she cut all her hair off the top and left the back. And she probably cut the top off so that when she puts the lace front wigs on, they stick better. Y'all, that's where your real hair. Bree said when they do good, they Jamaican. When they do bad, it's like, hey, we all black. But yeah, he said he be checking black on the applications. It don't matter to him. But I have heard people who are Haitian or Jamaican and other from other cultures, they will specify which particular culture they're from. But at the end of the day, we are all they're gonna say we black. Every say, yep, that's after the raid. They took her wig, they took her homegirl wig off. So the mugshot I'm gonna show you, the other mugshot is from when they were when they were sentenced. And she learned from this picture. She learned. And she looked like she cut it all off in the next mugshot. But y'all, just wear your real hair. Just love who you are, and you know what I'm saying. Oh, we got the coach up in here. What's up, Coach Bird?
What's up, 907? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm just taking care of a little business just out and about
But
for
Trey,
a
so
second.
do you? Okay, so Trey, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us about your channel.
Just Coach Ferg, man, just out here, retired, uh, had a great life, still having it. Just giving a little information whenever I guess I feel like it. I ain't even wear my glasses. Look, I ain't even got my glasses on. I'm
I
out here
I don't know if I've ever seen you without glasses before.
I'm out here in violation, knowing I don't need glasses.
Putting
But
people
nah,
in danger on the road.
nah, I can see everything moving. It's just that I can't see that little fine print like I used to.
Oh, don't even worry about it, Coach. But have you been listening? Do you know what's going on with Sean Kingston?
I heard something about a few months ago, but just you saw my comment. You know what I'm saying? You already in the industry, you already been wasting money, but then you try what thing you can't do as a black man is try to swindle some money, do some fraud stuff. You can't do that. They'll let you
And this is what
they'll
Coach
let you play
Bird said.
they'll let you play the game for about a year or two, couple of years. They'll let you play the game. And then they'll come and get you right when they see your money's right and they want to go get that money, they'll just come snatch it out. Because then what they'll do is they will attach all of his money, all of his properties to his fraud and crooked business, and then they can take it all after you don't work for it. Just dumb shit.
And Trey said more dumb ninja ish. And shout out to Joanne. Thank you for being here. She said, "Hello, everyone. I'm new here. What are we talking about? We're talking about a whole bunch of topics, but right now we're talking about Sean Kingston. They were sentenced. So what we're watching right now is the raid on the Florida mansion 10 months ago, and we're hearing from the lawyer. Trey, how do you feel about the mom and the son
I mean,
being in this together?"
I mean, am I surprised? No. This is part of that feminist diaspora that they've been pushing. That's why a lot of brothers like that fail. Really, I I think I said this yesterday on your channel, or I said it yesterday. Anytime a parent, I don't care if it's the father or the mother, engages in anything unrighteous with their child, everything fails. The whole family, all, even if it's kids that are younger, everybody crumbles. That's a whole generational curse because you
Yeah,
can't
because
do
it's
that
like
as
there's
a parent.
nobody to tell you to stop doing that. You're doing something wrong because they're doing it with you.
Yeah, but that's even against like man code. Just that'll destroy everything. I'm telling you, I don't care how people try to spin it. Oh, what you know what I'm saying? Because we sort of try to dumb shit down. Oh, why the mother? What the father? You know what I'm saying? Hell, whether the father's there or not, the mother's actually engaged in dumb shit. So that's death by deception. It's just I don't know. I just feel a lot of ways when people involve the slow ass kids to do dumb shit as adults.
That's right. He tried to cuss less. Bree said he been scamming for some years, and Breeze also said, "Nope, the Caribbeans are gonna hold this L." Let me ask you
Yeah,
this: they are Caribbean and they are from the Caribbean, right?
right, right.
Do you still classify them as Caribbeans, or do you lump them in and say they're black? I say we're
Well,
all black at the end of the day. But what
well,
do you say, Trey?
1907. You know I don't go by no feelings. I ain't never got no
Well, hey, what do
feelings
you
when I'm
think?
doing. I know, but listen. Reason why I say that because I just like to clarify when I say what I say. It ain't about no feelings. They still ninjas. Them niggas got big noses and big lips just like us. They culture and nationality say Caribbean on an island, but they behavior and they sentencing when they come to the law gonna be all black folk. It gonna be all they gonna get 30, 40 years, take all their money, and they gonna sit right over here in one of these American prisons, and everything that they left behind gonna be washed away with the ashes. That's it. And America's they get ready to expose all that low level crime stuff. They get ready to get rid of all that. So if a nigga ain't trying to go straight, he gonna suffer, and that's man or woman. Anybody that think that they gonna try to swindle and swam and fraud society and the government, they gonna continue to go to jail. And so
Bree
I
said,
don't have
and
no
I agree
empathy for
with you, Trey. Bree said, I don't know anybody black who's a scammer, and I'm speaking on foundational black Americans.
well,
Bree,
they out there. They out there,
yeah,
Bree.
I know a lot of
You
people who are scammers, but
wasn't
scammers can be any color. That's not what the issue is here. It's
yeah,
the fact
yeah,
that
they
they're scamming, period. And Joanne,
yeah,
thank you for the update. Thank you for the update. Um, but scammers can be all color, but I've known some people who have scammed. I know some people that are white, people that's black, or whatever y'all want
yes,
to call it. But crime is crime.
yes,
And at the end of the day,
yes,
Trey's absolutely right. They're gonna classify you as being black. That's all they really care about. If you got this type of skin
yes,
tone, like, and they're gonna throw you in jail and lock you up. And Trey, I don't know
yes.
if your phone is big enough, but can you see her mugshot?
Yeah, I can see it. And it's crazy that people, it's funny that women, when they choose that lifestyle, right, they want to look exactly like a man, which is odd. And the guys that it makes, she looks like Mike Tyson with hair almost. You know what I'm saying? She look like a young Mike Tyson with hair, like she played football for real. And that's his mama.
Yes, that's his mom. And
Come
okay,
on, man.
so Sean
Everything about
Kingston
that.
was arrested in another state before the raid, and then they went to Florida and raided his mansion, and she was there. So they took her
Yeah,
into custody, not just because she was there, but also because her name was on the paperwork too. So that when
right.
they arrested her, they made her take her wig off, and
Yeah,
this is
get
what
all
was
that off.
underneath.
Right. They ain't gonna let you think. See, black folk, we think that anything that's not attached to your body, they will make you take it off. But black people don't think. Most black people don't think past that. They feel like, oh, see, they be in their feelings, like, oh, I bought it. It's my hair. No, it's not. Everybody know that's fake. So stop it. But that's just me. Thinking like a man. Sometimes when I think like a man, I just dismiss all the BS. So
Yeah, and then they be paying a lot of money for these hair pieces. And Joanne is asking about Puff Daddy. We haven't even discussed Puff Daddy P. Diddy on this channel.
mhm,
And the reason why I
that's a
don't even
scammer
really
too.
yes. And he was with Sean Kingston and Justin Bieber and them like during that same time. But the reason why I haven't discussed Diddy because that story is so much that I don't even like I can't even cover it all.
Right.
And then I did hear that Diddy might walk. I don't know. I don't know. And then Bree
It's
said they
been
want her
quiet lately.
full look. Yeah, they said come as you are. But why would
Mhm.
she keep the hair in the back and then shave the top?
Cause she'll take you over to just imagine what type of person I can see her just taking advantage of young girls and shit, just strong arm in their booty. You know what I'm saying? It's just sad. I'm telling you, she got a haircut that says she's a little off, and I can see her being, man, I can see her slapping a female. Shut up, B, and go over here and give me some. I can see her doing that shit. For real.
And Gianna, no worries, no worries. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna play a little bit more of this video. We're gonna see what they say. This is the initial raid on the Florida mansion 10 months ago. Recently, they were sentenced. And I want to say this all happened very quickly, in my opinion, because they just got
Yeah.
raided and now they're getting sentenced in less than a year. They're like Trey said, they're not playing with these people. They're tired. They want to make examples out of people. So, but here we go.
This particular case. This case has to rise and fall on the facts of its own, not on something that occurred 16 years ago, or may have occurred 16 years ago.
With Kingston's legal history in mind, I asked Rosenblatt about the current charges of conducting an organized scheme to defraud, grand theft, identity theft, and other related crimes. Were these charges and arrests a surprise to you? Did you know that they were coming?
No, obviously not. If we had known they were coming, we would open the door and said, here, come on in, do your search. Janice could be surrendered if they wanted to charge her with something. No, we had no idea it was coming. And of course, they do it on a Thursday, which is the long weekend, so she can't get out of jail. They do these roundups. They like doing that on long weekends, so the defendants don't have access to the court to get out on bond. So it was pre-planned to do it on a Thursday, on a long weekend.
According to court documents, Kingston and his mother didn't just defraud Ver Entertainment. They also allegedly stole $500,000 in jewelry, $100,000 from First Republic Bank, $200,000 from Bank of America, $86,000 from a customized bed company, and $160,000 from an Escalade dealer. What does Sean say about this? Is it a misunderstanding? Is he fessing up to things? Where is he at?
Well, I can't tell you that. That's kind of attorney-client privilege, but say he denies the allegations. And we look forward to proceeding, in a courtroom where we can present our case.
At the time of the raid, Kingston was in California. Rosenblatt says he was taken into custody there and is being held in Los Angeles.
But we haven't waived the extradition yet. That's one of the issues we're going to be bringing up. They don't even have a prosecutor assigned to this case yet. So it's kind of hard to reach out to somebody. Hopefully they'll have somebody assigned quickly so we can deal with them and negotiate with them. But
So he feels like when they took the mother into custody, they did it on a Thursday to kind of be like a little like malicious, knowing she couldn't get out till Monday. I want to say this. I think that y'all need to stop doing crime and thinking that the police are gonna have mercy on you, thinking that they're gonna do things to be nice to you. That's not. They don't owe you nothing. And like Honda said, if you want to stay out of prison and you want to stay out of trouble, then you don't got to worry about none of this. And not only did they take his mom in on a Thursday, they made her take her wig off. Yeah. Oh, let me unmute you, Trey. My bad. Trey, they said how are you doing? How you doing? Or he said, Coach Ferg, how you been, bro?
I'm okay, just taking this easy. I'm on easy street. I woke up at 3 o'clock today. I'm, catch up. I'm telling you, it's beautiful.
But yeah, but stop thinking that the police is supposed to be nice to y'all and you can trust them, take you to the hospital to get help one time, and stop thinking that when they shoot you, they gotta immediately render you care. Yes, that is the rules, but come on now, let's be real here.
Let's be real, 907. You're right, 100%.
Let's be real here. We don't trust them. And Bree
And you
said if
adults,
he had a boyfriend, he should sue too because that mugshot shows she was the frauding dude.
it's just,
And what they
it's stupid.
what they should have did is make her take the makeup off too. But go ahead, Trey.
No, but see how slow he is though. He's slow, she's slow, right? First of all, I guarantee when they came there, right, and they came in the house, I guarantee she started fighting. She ain't walk away talking about, all right, let's go. No, get your ass out the way. So she fighting. You know what I'm saying? That's just slow stuff. And then yeah, take his stuff off. They probably snatched it off too. Like, come here, get this wig off. Just dumb stuff, man. Don't follow this, people. Just do it the right way. When you get ugly like me, you'll start having your money come back into your pocket and you can sit back and relax. Only if you work with your kids, though. You don't work with your kids, the kids be slow. They're going to live with you and eat up all your cooked meals and shit. So, I'm sorry.
But it was like you guys did all this crime and then you were mad about how they came and picked y'all up. That's what I don't get. Hey, doggy. Trey, what's your dog's name?
Her name is Socks.
Huh?
Her name is Socks.
What?
Her name is Socks. S-O Soxy Socks. Because she got white paws.
Okay.
She's all black. She's old now. She's 77 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, she got all white paws. Everything else is black. She been a good dog too, boy. She be on guard. She be quiet, but she love kids. She ain't barked at one child yet. The whole time I had her, not one child.
Wow.
Not one. She bark at adults and she bark at everything in black. Black cars. She used to. She chill now. Now I got a German Shepherd too. That's 2 years old. Now she don't play.
Oh, you got 2 dogs. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got 2 dogs, a cat, couple of high-powered pistols, rifles, everything. I'm ready for whatever.
Trey said, y'all ain't gonna raid my house. But
no, you ain't gonna. No, don't do it. You ain't gonna walk out. You're gonna get carried up.
But you don't be in trouble. If you stay out of trouble and you don't do nothing wrong, they're not gonna come get you. But like I said, when you do crime and your hands are dirty, all you really can complain about is how they came and picked you up. But the lawyer said they didn't do it, but he spent more time talking about how they were wrong for coming to get their stuff back versus talking about how they didn't do it.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. That's too many cases of whatever he was doing. He took their property, he took their money, and he didn't pay his bills. And when you at that level, listen, poor people, when you at that level, hundreds of thousands of dollars, They ain't just coming to send you a bill and send you to the credit bureau. They coming to get you and they stuff. That's how it work when you dealing with hundreds of thousands. Anything over 500, you might not see the city police. You might see the feds coming to get you. They ain't gonna let you live high off the hog after you done swindled the white man's money. So be careful. If not, if not, they gonna have them. They gonna be snatching off y'all mama's wigs. So be careful.
I was wondering what the dollar amount was where it becomes a felony. Because the lawyer, but I think you mentioned it, $500. There's a certain amount when you go over it, it becomes a felony. The lawyer stated that he felt this should have been a civil case.
No, it goes to felonies like at $300 or $400. It used to be a felony anything over 300. But what I'm saying is 300. If you fraud somebody $300, $400, $500, they'll just put a little bitty small suit on you. Then they'll just garnish the money. But when you get over hundreds of thousands, 4, 5, 600,000, $1 million, oh, they ain't just gonna send you a little letter and call you. They gonna come and get you. The feds gonna come and get you. So, but
And that's
white
what
people don't think.
happened here.
Yeah.
Bree said $10,000. Okay.
$10,000? No, it's lower
we're
than
at
that.
$1 million. We're at $1 million here.
Right. But 10,000, what is that, 100K or 10,000?
Oh, I think, okay, that's 1,000. I don't know, because you got, maybe he meant
That's
1,000.
100K. Maybe she said 100K.
Bree said 500 for felony in Virginia. After that, it's on.
Yeah, see, but after that, that's when the feds come. It ain't gonna be the local police. It's gonna be them big people when they come and raid your shit.
So he's saying $1,000. After that, it becomes a felony. Hey, lady, what's going on? Okay, so Sean Kingston was sentenced recently, but we are going back to the original raid video, and we are replaying the statements from the lawyer, and we're looking at the mom's mugshot again. But Sean Kingston was sentenced, and I have that video here too. Okay, so the lawyer said he feels like, or he thinks that this should have been a civil suit. And mind you, we're at $1 million. After $500 and $1,000, it becomes a felony. So how can $1 million be a civil suit? That don't make no sense. Hey, lady, how are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Okay, so we're going to get back into this video. We are reaching the end of it, and I'm going to show you guys the updated what's happening now. So hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we are going to go back in.
What we would do is have him recall the warrant, host a bond in Florida, have him waive extradition, and we would bring him back to Fort Lauderdale on his own. That would save the Broward County money for costs of bringing 2 detectives out there. And I don't know how they would get him back, whether by vehicle or by air, but it would save them time and costs. And it would get the same thing. They want him back. We want him back here. Broward County wants him back here. We want to start the legal process and litigation. And he would have a bond that he would put up that if he didn't appear, that would be forfeited. But clearly he would appear. He's well known and he's not a flight risk, nor is he a danger to the community.
I think that's another reason you mentioned he's well known, why everyone is focusing on this story, because everyone knows some of his music. He's a familiar face. Does that make things more complicated because you are dealing with a celebrity?
Yeah, of course. It's more high profile. Everybody has a microscope looking at everything. So yeah, it makes it more difficult. But we can handle that. We've handled other celebrity cases in the past.
After news of the raid broke, Kingston posted this statement to his Instagram story. It reads in part, quote, "People love negative energy. I am good and so is my mother." I've also seen a post from Sean himself on Instagram. He said, "My lawyers are handling everything as we speak." So that would be you. How are you handling everything?
Well, we're dealing with the prosecution.
Well, lady, thank you so much for stopping on by. She said, add another appointment. Been having back-to-back appointments. Been so busy. What happened? He stole 1 million with his mother. Yes. So him and his mother are being accused of $1 million fraud. Now that $1 million is from several different vendors or several different items, credit card companies, TVs, cards, a bunch of different stuff. And they also have records. Um, and Bree said he hadn't had anything out musically since 2012. And when he was getting these items, when he got the 232-inch TV put in his home, he told them that he was going to do promo for them with Justin Bieber, and he gave them $30,000. But he never came back and did the promo or gave them any more money. So they filed a lawsuit, and it turned into all of this. Now it's a raid because once they filed that lawsuit, I imagine that more people stepped forward and said, yeah, he took our stuff too, or he got this and he promises this. And so then they probably all put it together and it was $1 million is what it equaled. Um, and that's another thing. Sean Kingston hasn't had any music out in a long time. How is he living this lavish lifestyle still? When he hasn't, and people in the music industry really don't even make that money. And Bree said should have just done a video. But why do a video when he could just drop some names, say he's gonna do this, and then get the stuff? And with these celebrities, they have like a high credit line. A lot of people give them free stuff, just the ideal of you promoting for me. But y'all remember that song Beautiful Girls? I liked his music. But if you haven't done any work in a long time and you're living a lavish lifestyle, we got to look at your bank statements and we got to look at everything.
We have some proposals where Sean can waive extradition and he can return here on his own and surrender, and we'll fight the cases in court. So we have ongoing issues there. We have California counsel we're going to be consulting regarding the extradition issue as well.
As our conversation wrapped, I asked Rosenblatt what we can expect in the case. What's next for you? What are your next game plans ahead?
Well, getting him back to Broward County is the most important thing right now. So we're working on the extradition issues. And as I told you before, we're going to negotiate and try to get him back here and limit the cost to Broward County. They want to back here. We want him back here. So we have mutual interests.
Originally at the top of our interview, you said you don't think that these charges are going to stick. Do you stand by that? Why do you think that?
Well, I can't go into a lot of the details here, but we have pretty good information that this case will never see a courtroom.
Right now, Kingston is still being held in California, but is expected to return to Florida in the near future.
Okay. And he did return. And I have that video. They just were sentenced the other day. And we're going to talk about it. It is time for T. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also support the channel. So, not only was he sentenced, but so was his mother. Let me get that video pulled up. And then this video that I'm showing you guys right now was 3 days ago. What's up, Trey? You back? Okay. So, Trey, we played the video with the raid. Now we're going to play the video from 3 days ago. And they were sentenced or they were found guilty. If you look at what the lawyer said, he really didn't have a defense. All he was talking about was how it was wrong what they did. The people who came and raided. You should heard when he said they threw the dog over the fence to get inside. And like Trey said, Stay out of crime. They gonna have your mom. They gonna be snatching your mama wig off, throwing the dogs over the fence to get inside. But the lawyer really didn't have a defense, in my mind. He was just talking about how they were wrong for the raid, but he didn't really defend. They didn't do it enough, in my opinion. But he didn't have no defense because they did it.
Yeah, he couldn't do nothing. He couldn't listen. They play games with slow black people like that. They already know what's up. They discuss it. That's why they do it like that. He paying the lawyer all that dumb money, wasting more money after he done scammed. He tried to, because they gonna collect all this property. They gonna get everything. So they don't wait. They already know what the charges are. There's two sides to the law. There's a leniency side. There's an enforcement. For black folk, they gonna enforce the whole full throttle of the law. Pay a fine, take your time, take your, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna do all that. That's what they do. White folk, they might give them probation, give them a little fine, but they might not go to jail. And if they go to jail, they're gonna go to jail for 6 months and get out, and they keep all their money. Black folk, it ain't like that. You're gonna get the fullest extent of the law. So
Mm-hmm. And Bruce brings up a great point. You guys heard what the lawyer said. This case is frivolous, or the suit is frivolous and probably won't see a court. Look, not only did it see the court, but they all decided together that Sean Kingston did it, and so did his mom. And Bree said, but the lawyer said it wouldn't see a courtroom. It saw a courtroom. And
right,
I
lawyers.
wonder, go ahead, Trey.
No, I'm just saying lawyers just be talking. That's what they're supposed to do for their client, but they already know they're going to jail. They already know it. They already know they're gonna get fined. You know, the prosecutor told the lawyer, like, look, this is what's gonna happen. And you know, the way they threw the dog over the fence, right? So just imagine if I hit my dog and some white people see me, they gonna come and lock me up for animal cruelty. But they threw the dog over the fence, could have broke the dog's legs, neck, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And wouldn't have nothing that would have happened. So it is what it is. They had a warrant anyway, so that's the only reason they did all
that. I do believe you, Coach. The lawyer knew they was going to jail. That's why he came out here. He didn't even care about his defense. Got the mom out here looking crazy. But I'm gonna play that video. We finna get into it.
New tonight, a guilty verdict in the federal fraud trial of singer Sean Kingston and his mother Janice Turner. Local 10 was there as Kingston left the courthouse, refusing to make any comment. A jury ruled that both are guilty on all 5 counts, including wire fraud.
Look at how big he is. I don't know, like, well, Sean Kingston was always heavy set, but you doing all this stealing and frauding. Why didn't you go get a workout machine or something? For he can barely even walk. Oh, and there's a lawyer, I think. Is that the lawyer that we just saw?
Yeah. I wonder how much he gave that lawyer though. You know, I would like to know that. To go to jail anyway. But they get that money and they just think that they can just play games, silly games with that stuff. And that ain't gonna happen in America. They gonna get all your money.
It's like when some
I know
people
he
start
got
getting
kids.
he has kids?
I said I hope he don't.
Yeah, that's true. And it's sad because if you really think about it, this is somebody's kid. And the mom should be on the outside. Like, I see when you get out. I think she going with him. And it's like the blind leading the blind. But Bree said, looks like him. Yeah, I think that's the lawyer. Like, sir, what do you have to say now? You said it wasn't going to court. Not only did it go to court, your client was found guilty. And then a lot of these lawyers, Trey, they're just really there for the money. They don't care.
They there for the money because they know slows. They gonna do dumb stuff and they gonna take their money. They know that.
Yeah, and
That's
then it's
look at our
like,
money wasted though.
yeah, all of it wasted. He ain't even got no money. And Bree said they about to be
Mm-mm.
serious. But you doing all this stealing and frauding for these TVs and these cars and all. Why you didn't get no personal trainer and no workout machine? Like, you know what I'm saying? He looks okay. So Sean Kingston's always been big, but he looks bigger than back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And that lawyer, look how
Yeah, I
small
mean,
he is.
yeah, but that's
It's like
like stress health. I mean, that's a stress weight. That's all it is.
it's
That's stress
all could
weight.
be avoided by staying out of trouble.
You know, because he know he was
Staying out
committing
of
fraud
trouble.
anyway. And let's be real, a lot of islanders and Africans, a lot of them do that fraud stuff. Most Americans, we ain't doing all that. We ain't scheming like
I
that.
do feel like they be like scammers, but not everybody is a scammer. Okay, I'm just saying.
No, a lot of them do. They think they can. Oh, yeah, see, a lot of them, yeah, they ain't got them social security numbers. They ain't got the legal, man. A lot of them little foreigners come over and scam for real. But hey, you better ask for your business
So
certification if you do business with somebody. Oh,
yeah, they always got some type of way or some type of like a plan. But it's crazy because like at the end of the day, everyone ends up poor or not having no
right
money.
back. They end up worse than where they started.
Yeah, and now he's going to jail, and the mom and Sean Kingston have already have fraud in their record already.
See
But
what I'm
now you're
saying?
actually going to jail, or prison,
Yes,
but you haven't learned anything.
nothing at all.
In fact, it seems like y'all started scamming even more.
Yes. What they have a Maybach in there? What you scamming a car for? You know what I'm saying? You trying to front and show off instead of just getting your old regular ass car. You know what I'm saying? People, I don't know, man. I just, well,
And it's like you said, it's dumb ninja itch, and it's all to look like you have money.
to
And
look like.
Sean Kingston, like on his social media, was posting all these pictures, like he has all this money, and now we're seeing mugshots. We're seeing you. Now we're gonna see you behind bars. It's like, was all of that worth it for that 1 second of clout? Like, was all of that worth it? And now you have
And he,
no more credit. They don't care whose name you drop in. They don't care. And
but
yes,
when you go inside,
protect clout chasing.
yeah, because when you go inside them prison walls, ain't no fame. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? You the man like you. Ain't none of that. I'm trying to tell you. Ain't none of that. It's dog eat dog world inside them walls. I'm trying to tell you. It's dog eat dog world. I'm trying to tell you. I seen dudes out on the street that when I seen them in the street, they was like these tough guys. Like, man, I had a couple of friends that been down, locked down. I used to go see them when I used to come home and stuff, right? Man, them dudes walk around with their shirt. You know how the girls had a t-shirt turned out like a little halter top? I used to see them dressed like that. I'm like, oh my God, this dude was tough in the streets. Now he in there walking like a girl. You know what I'm saying? Dressing like a girl. So he done did some, he done did a few little strange things for some change.
Yeah.
So I was like, prison is not for me. I was young too. For real. I
Trey, you
was like,
crazy.
hey, I said, let me go ahead and make sure I stay on the right track because ain't no way.
So you got scared straight.
Yeah, by watching other people. See, there's a lot of people you gotta be able to do that. You can look at other people's BS and say, I don't want that in my life, and go accordingly. For real.
Exactly. Learn
So,
from other people's mistakes. Um, I'm gonna slide this back a little bit, and then we're gonna watch the rest of this. Let's get back into it.
Including wire fraud. Kingston will be on home detention effective immediately, and Janice Turner was immediately taken into federal custody. And tonight, this is
Okay, this is her new mugshot. Remember in the last one, she had a little bit of hair in the back, but now she cut it all off, and that's crazy that they be wearing all them wigs, all that stuff in their head, and underneath, they ain't got no hair.
but
She's
also
getting
907, when you lock down, you ain't got nobody that can do your little bangs and do your hair. You ain't got no toothbrushes over her to lay down your baby hairs. No, you can't maintain it. So, but it's just sad. That's his mama, though. That's what's crazy.
Yeah,
This is crazy.
your mom and your dad supposed to keep you out of trouble.
Yeah.
She
And
did
most
it
fathers
with
would never do
him.
that. Yeah. Most fathers would never
But
do that. And you've been seeing a lot of crazy stuff. Come on, sisters, get it together with the kids. Teach the kids to be better than y'all dumbasses. For real.
and then
It
a lot
pays
of
off.
times I used to work for a dermatologist. A lot of the times when you're putting on those wigs and you're putting glue on your scalp, well, you get this thing called traction alopecia. And that is
Mm-hmm.
when there's so much tension on your edges or your hair that you start to lose your hair
Mm-hmm.
because of all the traction. And
Mm-hmm.
then you have to get these Kinalog shot, it's like a steroid shot in your scalp to make the hair grow back. But at this stage, it's too late for her. She's gonna be bald headed. And once you get traction alopecia, the hair can't even grow back.
Nope.
But
Cause
y'all just wear your real hair out here. And stop putting them wigs on y'all head. Don't be putting that glue on. I used to do singles, but I didn't do the glue. It doesn't seem like a good idea to put glue in your hair though.
it doesn't. Because your hair follicles need to breathe. They
Yeah.
need to breathe. But look, and you
You're gonna
see,
end up like
she
Janice at
looking like me.
60.
No, she gonna be looking like me, like her, like she look like me.
Let's see. Look, she looking like Trey. But yeah, this is how y'all gonna be looking at 60. You keep wearing the wigs. Okay?
Now, so
That's all
give
we
me about 5
saying.
minutes. I'm gonna transition out of my car.
Okay, all right. I'll drop you down, Trey. All right, so we're gonna play the rest of this video. We're gonna get back into it, Yes, y'all, Coach Ferg is funny, but Coach Ferg is about the same age, probably a little bit younger, and got a bald head. And Janice here is in her 60s, looking like Trey. But let's get back into it.
It's her latest mugshot. Sentencing for the two is set for July 11th.
Let me go back a little bit.
Immediately taken into federal custody. And tonight, this is her latest mugshot. Sentencing for the two is set for July 11th.
The last 15 minutes of fame of Sean Kingston.
And then this is Poetic Flacco, but I'm not gonna play this video because we're gonna get onto the next topic. But there you have it. Sean Kingston was found guilty, and so was his mother. And I believe I read somewhere that Sean Kingston is getting 5 years. And I don't know if they I don't know if they have given the mom her amount of time yet, but stay out of trouble, stay in school, stay out the way is all I got to say. We're gonna talk about young Scooter. Let me hit y'all with this video before we get into our next topic. And hey, Drip King, how are you doing? How are you doing? Let me hit y'all with this video though, real quick.
Please hold for a very important message.
Okay, the message is stay out of trouble. Mind your business, stay out the way. But hit the like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, and also join my Facebook group. I actually got to fix this because I changed the name of my group, Foodiegang fan page. Okay, so let me get this updated. Okay, we're gonna talk about Young Scooter. We talked a little bit about it. I believe it was yesterday. We had talked about Young Scooter, and we went over some of the news or videos where it had happened. Now we have the 911 call, and the public has figured out who the young woman was that originally made the police call, that made the police go over there in the first place. So I'm curious what they're gonna do to her now that they have figured out her identity. And in this video, they're gonna also show you the police call. Oh, and Young Thugger. I don't believe this has been confirmed. Young Thugger made a post on social media today. I don't remember which platform it was. And he is in Atlanta, or he's from there. I don't know if he's currently there. Young Thug is stating that the autopsy reports revealed that he actually was shot. Now, it's only an allegation. There's no confirmation on it yet. And Bree said Young Scooter name is Street. Um, his crib was swatted. Okay, it was on X, I believe, where Young Thug had made the statement that the autopsy report reveals that he was shot. Now we don't have confirmation on that, and tomorrow when we do our show, we will probably have some more on that. But today we're just gonna go over the woman that they discovered and the police call. Yes, allegedly. Now, if he was shot, somebody needs to come to the front and give us some answers, because the story that the police said from yesterday, I showed you guys, they said that he fell and had a leg injury, and that led to breaking or severing an artery, and he bled out. And so if he was shot, that's a big difference in the story that was sold to us. So we're gonna need somebody to come to the front, and we need some answers. And from the YSL Rico, a lot of people already don't really, trust APD, Atlanta Police Department. Okay, I'm gonna play you guys this video from the news first, and then the second one I have is Poetic Flacco. He just dropped this video, and they have identified the girl, and it was just the whole story is crazy, and it's only getting more twists and more turns. So let's get into it.
For the public's help surrounding the death of rapper Young Scooter. Police say that he died after severely hurting himself while running away from officers on Friday in southeast Atlanta.
They say they were there responding to reports of a woman under attack. Fox 5's Rob Durienzo was first on scene Friday night. Rob, what are you finding out about that 911 call?
Hey there, guys. Well, there are a lot of questions about that 911 call that led police to the home where rapper Young Scooter was celebrating his 39th birthday Friday night. It's not clear if police ever found the woman the caller claims was being attacked, but now they're looking to track down that caller.
He's punching her. If you guys don't get her, she's going to be really hurt.
The woman who called 911 told operators there was something seriously wrong at the home on William Nye Drive in southeast Atlanta.
He's beating her bloody. He dragged her back in the house.
In 911 audio obtained by Fox 5, the caller claims a woman with a child was bleeding and shots were fired.
I think you guys should get here quick because this girl he's really hitting her, and it's a child.
Okay, so in her call, she's saying that there was a child, there was a woman, there's violence going on. You guys need to get here immediately. So when they got there, they didn't find a woman, they didn't find a child, and I don't think they saw any blood. So now our attention is going to go back on this call. Because what are you talking about, girl? What are you talking about? And yes, it was on his born day. And Brisa, I hope they prosecute her to the fullest extent of the law. If you make a police call like this and it is completely false, whether anybody gets hurt or not, this should be against the law. You should not be able to make calls like this. I feel like she should definitely get prosecuted, and because what she did was wrong. And then you're gonna put a child in there. She was just saying anything she could to get them to come out. Child, woman, hitting, gunshots, like all those are buzzwords that when the police do come, they're gonna come with a certain attitude and a certain demeanor. And you're not gonna just see 2 cop cars. You're gonna see a whole bunch of cars because of what she alleged. So let's get back into it and let's see what else.
Police have not told us if that woman was ever located or if the call was legitimate.
This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl.
When officers got to the home, they say 2 men ran out the back door. One of those men has been identified as rapper Young Scooter. Police on scene said he sliced his leg trying to hop a fence. Medics took him to Grady, where he died.
One can bleed out in seconds from a laceration to a femoral artery.
The medical examiner will determine cause of death. Dr. Cecil Bennett with Noonan Family Medicine says cuts to a specific area of the leg could prove deadly.
The femoral artery is under pressure, which means that once it's cut, it's not just a matter of it bleeding, but there's a pulse. So there's an increased loss of blood because of the pulse of the femoral artery.
Fox 5 captured police back at the home on Monday. The people inside told us they were too heartbroken to go on camera. Dr. Bennett says these injuries can quickly turn deadly if there's not immediate surgery.
It's considered a surgical emergency. A tourniquet must be immediately applied, but getting to the hospital is critical.
And on Friday evening, social media was abuzz with rumors that Young Scooter was involved in a shootout with APD. Police say that was never the case, but they're now asking for the public's help to identify the woman who called 911. Investigators say that call was made from a 911 only phone, which makes it harder to trace. At the live desk, Rob DiRienzo, Fox 5 News.
Okay, so a couple of points that we want to know before we go on to the next video. That the phone call that she made to the police was made from a 911 only call or only phone, which I have not heard of and I've never seen one of those before. So the fact that she told all those elaborate lies and did it from a call that cannot be traced back, or did it from a phone that cannot be traced back, shows that she knew something was wrong. Because if you're calling 911, you're in the middle of an emergency, you're going to do it from your own cell phone just because you're in an emergency. You're not thinking about that. But she made some really, really big claims. So if you made those claims, you should have no problem coming to the front and saying what really went on. And Bree said, real Dusty. That's like the woman who got Emmett Till unalived. And Bree said it would take an extremely high fall. And you heard. He said that reports of him being in a shootout with the police was a rumor. But no police shooting happened. So is Young Thug telling the truth? Or what is he talking about? Coach Fred, what's up?
Man, come on. You know they all be lying. They can't get their stories right. They just say stuff. Why would I heard the part about somebody calling the emergency, 911. They bring out
She called 911 off of emergency phone so it cannot be traced back. And she
that's
said
crazy.
that there was a woman being drugged out of the house, people were fighting, there was gunshots, and there was a child involved. She just made a lot of big claims. And because of her call, the police were sent to that residence. And
Yeah.
when you come and you get a call like that, when you show up, you're not showing up with no two officers.
No, they bring in the fire department, the ambulance, hell, probably the ATF, I mean, at least SWAT. It's a whole, and people don't realize they fine you for all of that. So they will make you pay for it's like they make you pay for the salary wasted that day, everybody's salary for that day, the fuel for the vehicles, all that. You pay for all that. You be hit with $100,000. Remember when the black girl that claimed that she was abducted or whatever, about a year and a half ago, a little over a year ago on the highway, said she saw a little kid.
Oh yeah, I do remember that story. I cannot remember her name, but I remember that story. It
Yeah,
was
they
a
charge you
very
with all that.
elaborate story.
They charge you with all that. And the fact that you would play games like that, it's just childish behavior. These are grown people doing this shit. They ain't no kids. It's just some people just slow.
But I wonder why she did it. And
Look, seeking attention.
she
Those are
probably didn't
attention
think
seekers.
she probably didn't think anyone was gonna lose their life, but look at the claims she was making. There was a child involved, gunshots, somebody being drugged in the house. She made some big claims that when they show up, they're coming out with the guns out. Maybe that's, and then they were having a house party at that house. I didn't, or they were celebrating. I knew it was his birthday, but I didn't know it was a party. And that woman was foul for that. And
So 907. So was the woman white or black?
what do you think? What is your guess?
I would think it was a Becky because I don't think black people, most women don't think to go through all that detail. I don't know, but it might
In
if it
this
was a
next
sister.
video I have, you guys are gonna see a picture of the caller.
Oh my God, it's great.
You know, the internet got the best detectives. And the
Yes,
reason why the police released that phone call out to the public and they offered a $5,000 reward is
for the
because they
person.
wanted to find that woman.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they released
That's
an award. And once they put money on your head, hey,
I
come get
missed
her.
this. I missed this news. Listen, I missed this news call because I would have been looking for that 5,000. I need could have you. I could have. We could have took a nice little vacation with that, with the Disney World for a week with that little money.
So they're like, hey, if anybody recognizes this voice, let us know. We'll give you 5 racks. The
Man,
police are mad because she not only did she get young Scooter on the live, she got the police caught up in something. Because
yes,
now they got a whole unaliving on their hands that they have to explain.
yes,
And Young Thug released a statement saying that the autopsy of young Scooter allegedly shows that he was shot. And the police say he died from an injury. So the police are looking for this woman because now she got everybody hemmed up. And Bree said it used to be whites doing this, but if Dusty Hood Rats start doing this, it's gonna be really dangerous.
for
She was
women.
like, "Y'all better hurry up." Okay, I'm gonna soon get to the video. I got a track woman who did this. Let me know
I could.
what y'all think.
Okay, let's go.
But yes, this is Poetic Flacco. Shout out to Poetic Flacco. He be doing this thing.
I recorded this like 4 times already, bro, because this makes me so mad. I'm trying to remain composed, all right? But this is just disgusting. So a couple of days ago, the world found out that Scooter passed away. Now, when we found out that Scooter passed away, the initial reports were the police killed Scooter. But the police came out and said, no, we didn't kill him. As a matter of fact, he passed away from events that had nothing to do with us.
We're here to discuss two events this evening. The first being from the 200 block of William Nye Drive. In Zone 3, officers responded to a dispute with a weapon. It was advised in the call remarks that shots were fired and a female was dragged back into the location. Once officers arrived, they knocked on the door. A male opened the door and immediately shut the door on the officers. The officers then established a perimeter. During the process of establishing the perimeter, two males fled out of the rear of the house. One male returned back into the house. The other male jumped two fences as he was fleeing. When officers located him on the other side of the fence, he appeared to have suffered an injury to his leg. Officers rendered aid, and he was transported to Grady Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased.
We're going to get back to the police in a later video because even that to me is suspicious. We didn't chase him. We weren't in pursuit. We found him on the floor, leg already broken, femur probably broken, fractured, and then he succumbed to those injuries and passed away at the hospital. Now, it could happen, but it's rare. And I don't believe that young Scooter, he hopped over one fence perfectly, and then the other fence, he fell so hard and broke his leg. I think a more logical or reasonable option would be he was hopping the fence. They were in pursuit. They fired that taser, bro. He was already up there, fell down like limp and broke his leg, and that's how the impact was so hard, that he broke something so critical that he passed away. But when they said that they got a call that shots were fired and they, and a girl was being dragged back in the house, that left a lot of questions. Where is this girl? Who made the call? Because when the police got there, they didn't locate a female at all. So what exactly happened? Well, I found out what happened. There was no girl. There was nothing. It was all a fake made-up story. And the person who made it up is this woman right here. This is Demi Blanco, a.k.a. girl la 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 on Instagram, right? 5 lives.
Okay. So this is the woman who made the false call. Right, and the internet has already found her. So you can't hide in today's time. The camera's gonna get you. Somebody gonna find out who you are. You can't hide. And so this is what she looks like. And he's gonna go into a little bit of her history. And so I'm curious when they find her, what she's gonna say. Do you think this woman should be prosecuted, Trey?
907, man. I don't know what's going on, man. See, this is a crack baby right here. This is a crack baby. Not saying that, her mother used crack, but she's in that generation where she's like second generation. Look like she's probably in her late 20s, early 30s. Second generation. They think stupid like this. You call in making false allegations just probably because you was mad. I would like to see what her relationship was to those two guys. You know what I'm saying? Mad, not thinking past her elbow. And now they're going to hunt her down like they always do. They go find you. And she going to have to cut all her hair off too, because she ain't going to have no wigs in jail. She ain't going to have none of that makeup. It's just delusion. And this is, I love my sisters, but a lot of these young people, man, they make dumbass decisions, man. It's just, I don't give it no sympathy because we all have an opportunity to change, but you can't go into your adult life at this time and think you can do dumb stuff like that. They charge you, if somebody pull a false alarm at a school, the fire department charges schools $100. They charge, that was before COVID, so it might be a little bit more, but they would charge them. And if you get too many fire alarms pulled at your school and you the principal, they can dismiss your ass. I'm telling you, it's deeper than what most people
I
would
didn't
think about, but it's
But
stupid.
now the APD is caught up in this too because the
Somebody
person
died.
in their custody passed away,
They're gonna
and they're
charge it to
saying
her.
it's from injury, and then allegedly they're saying it's from a gunshot wound, according to Young Thug, and he's saying that's what the autopsy results show. So now everybody's caught up in this. They are looking for this.
Ooh,
When they catch
you,
her, they're gonna charge her with something.
you know what could possibly have happened though?
What's gonna happen, Trey?
Let's just say they had guns on him and took off running, and he accidentally shot himself. Because the police gun, they're going to be able to say that they can't hide that. That's something that an independent review board look at. If your gun is fired, your gun is fired. And so it could be that he shot himself and just unfortunate. But they're going to charge her with everything: the murder, the death of the guy, the police coming out, ATL, all of that. She's going to be charged with all of that. So when they
Now the
find her,
police are mad, and that's why they put the bag on her head. Because if it wasn't for her lying and fabricating all that, this wouldn't have happened.
nope.
Wouldn't have happened. And
And
we want to know, what is your defense? What other
ain't no
stuff
defense.
done that's sketchy?
Listen, if y'all harboring this girl, y'all better get rid of her. She gonna bring y'all whole house down. And that's what, because black folk, we ain't got nowhere to run. We going off people we know. So it's a bad deal. I wouldn't touch it. If this was my own child, I'd turn her ass in. I would. I turn her in.
Why would they hide that? They would have said he had a weapon and it discharged. And
Yeah,
he's referring to when you said he may have shot himself. He's saying that the police he feels would have, you know, would have told us. I feel like APD is a little bit shady. I feel like police in general are a little bit shady. But
yeah.
why do you think they would have hit that, Trey, if he had a weapon?
Because they still searching, collecting evidence. Like, like yesterday when I said, that's why, see, I looked at what we talked about yesterday, and today I just thought about another little piece that could happen. Because, they wouldn't be able to hide that they fired their weapon. Now it could have been they had a bogey weapon, meaning, could have been some, police, they sometimes they shady and they might have a bogus gun or something. Cause that's why you don't run, because you go off into a little place where ain't no witnesses. They ain't gonna say, yeah, I went ahead and just did it out of cold blood. No, something happened to him. But who knows? I would, if the autopsy say gunshot, then an internal investigation would take place, and whoever's lying, heads will roll. But it'd be stupid for police to blow their career off of some dumb shit like that. But
I think one thing that we can all say is that something ain't right here, and there's more to the story.
yes, and wherever she is, she better to turn herself in. The longer they have to look for, the longer time she gonna spend in jail. She'll get out when she's probably about 50. They're gonna give her about 25 years.
And as she should, they need to make an example out of her. People should not be calling the police, wasting their time. There could have been somebody around the corner who was really in danger.
Mm-hmm.
You're wasting their time with all of this story. But let's get back into the video. He's gonna tell you about her background. He's gonna play a little bit more of the police call. So here we go.
So she is dating one of Young Scooter's homies. Now, we're not gonna say who her boyfriend is, bro, because honestly, bro ain't do nothing wrong, and I don't even want to involve bro in his nonsense. So she's dating one of Young Scooter's homie. Now, here's the thing: Young Scooter and his homie, they're supposed to have a kickback, a little party later that day for Young Scooter. It's his birthday. She wasn't invited though, and because she wasn't invited, or because she couldn't come, this scallywag decided she was going to call the police and make a false report to get the event or party shut down preemptively before it even began, before that even pulled up. Imagine the type of witchcraft you have to be to call the police and make a report that flagrant at a house that your boyfriend is at. Knowing the history of Atlanta PD and private citizens, knowing how overzealous Atlanta PD is, at that point, making that call, you made the decision in your mind. You are content if Atlanta PD killed your boyfriend, as long as he ain't partying with no girls. So when she made the call from the very beginning, you can start spotting red flags in how this story is absolutely fake.
Atlanta 911 operator 8715. What is the location of your emergency?
The location is
with the transfer. 1 second, ma'am, for 273 William Nye Drive, Southeast.
273 William Nye.
Yeah.
No, it's 273 William. Oh, you said Nye, NYE, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you to Cab. Hello, caller.
You're welcome.
Hi.
First red flag, you're calling to report something that took place in a jurisdiction that you're not presently in. How do you know this is happening when you're not there? Because they had to transfer her. And they're only transferring her because she's calling 911 in a jurisdiction that she's currently at. So when they have to transfer her to Atlanta to make the freaking report with Atlanta PD, that means that she's not presently there. So if you're not presently there, why are you making calls saying that a woman is being dragged back in the house and some gunshots went off?
Do you need police, fire, EMS?
Actually, both. If you could say both. There was literally a shooting. The house, literally the neighbors next door, the house of the address that I just gave you, the 273. There is literally a whole domestic dispute going on. There's like 7 guys that live in this house. And
What's your name?
I'm sorry, what is my name?
Okay. Okay. Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so I'm the neighborhood watch.
At this point, the operator is being willfully ignorant. How is she neighborhood watch for that neighborhood when she's making a call from a different jurisdiction?
And basically, like I said, these guys they're like selling drugs in and out of the house. All you see is guys coming in and out of the house with guns and stuff. They holding guns in the air, and then it's like, I'm not sure if they're pimping, but it's the situation that's going on right now. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. He literally fought the girl. I'm not sure what they was fighting over. If they was fighting over drugs, that's what it sounded like. It sounded like they were fighting over drugs. And then they.
It's a lot going on here. Okay, if you're not here and you're not in this jurisdiction, how are you neighborhood watch and how do you know any of this is going on if you're not here? I'm like, what? What? And she said, man, she foul for what she did. Foul. And I hope when they catch her, they give her a lot of time for this. Trey, you got any thoughts so far on what we heard?
Man, 907, you hear all that hate, you hear all that evil in her. That's pure evil. That's Lucifer himself or herself, however you want to put it. She was fabricating stuff from across the state. And the 911, they so caught up into doing their job, they ain't even catching the lies. They ain't even catching the fact that you calling, because they had to transfer you. And see, when you do, and here's the thing about, I have one of these emergency, like help, I'm falling, I can't get up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one of them buttons.
The VA gives me one of those for free. I don't pay for a lot of nothing medical, right? So they asked me, because once I turned 50, they're like, you want one? I was like, yeah, I want one. Because I travel around, me and my wife move around, and I got my little doggy. So if something happened, I want y'all to find me quickly. See what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be tough. You know what I'm saying? And if I hit that button, I want y'all to come directly to me. I don't want y'all to be transferred. And when you calling and like as you moving or whatever, she could have been on the line where she hit that emergency phone. That emergency phone is picked up everywhere. That's why the other person was jumping in, like, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't get transferred to it. But then I wonder if she gave them her name.
Oh, and
She
that's another part. I don't
she
know
didn't
if
give
they
them their name.
edited. I
She
don't know
yeah
if they edited it out or if she gave him a fake name, but she said, "Ma'am, what is your name?" And then
yeah
we hear the recording. We haven't heard it yet, but then we hear the recording skip. So I don't
yeah
know if they edited that part out. But normally, when you call police or 911, they do ask for your name. But you
yeah.
just hear how desperate she was for the police to come to that residence, and she
She made
started
up.
like hiking up the story by saying 7 men, drugs, kids, woman, gunshots, fighting. Ma'am,
Butt
the
naked.
question
It was crazy.
asked.
She said the woman was butt naked. They was wearing guns all out. So as she went on, her story got more elaborate. That's crazy.
And
I
why
was
did
getting
she say,
nervous just
why,
listening.
Trey, why didn't they ask her, how do you know this? You're not even there.
But that's what I'm saying. They caught up in doing their job. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, see, oh, it's crazy.
This is
That's why they go,
why when they catch her, they're giving her the book because she making the
yeah,
cops look crazy out here.
yes, yes.
Yeah. Now she making everybody look crazy. But let's get back into this video. Let's figure out what else finna
They
happen.
started shooting. She had someone come over there and they started shooting.
She deserves life in prison, bruh. Man, women, it don't matter who you are. You are literally watching this audio under the understanding that this is false and that she's completely lying. Now, at this point, I'm thinking the boyfriend probably already dumped her, bruh. Because ain't no way you calling the police lying like this on your current boyfriend, bruh. Now, we know young Scooter and them was, moving that work and moving that weight, but she was a beneficiary of them moving that weight because she was the girlfriend at some point getting the gifts. But then you call and say, first off, if I'm the operator, bro, I'm already sensing this is nonsense. It starts off with, oh, they pimping, drugs, drag the girl out over. It's just too much going on, bro. So they dragged the girl out, drag her back in the house, and then somebody else came, and then a gun, a shootout, pimping, drug dealing. It's just too much. Yo, and you could tell that it wasn't fluent. She was making it up as she goes. There needs to be some serious training, bro. Because how do you listen to this story and take it seriously? I guess at some point you have to call the police to go there just to check, but yo, this chick would have been in handcuffs the second we found young Scooter dead, bro.
But the house needs to be investigated. They're definitely doing illegal stuff over there, and it's disturbing
How
the
many shots
area.
were fired?
I would say 3. It was 3 shots.
When did it happen?
It's happening now.
Okay.
So I believe the girl is hurt,
And
and
they're
that's why
coming from
they-
273 William Nye Drive?
That's that, yes. And the girl is hurt because she was like bleeding profusely, like blood everywhere.
Okay. Do you see
No.
or hear anything else?
Yeah, she's trying to get away, and they're holding her. She's being held.
Again, she is in another location, in another state. How do you know this? And then, like Trey said, as time went on, the story got more and more elaborate. But 911 does have to send someone out now because they did get this call. Foul. Trey, you got anything to say?
You know, the more now that I heard the 911 call, right? She's slow too. She's slow.
Yeah, she should
The
be
girl was
fired.
the girl was talking about they're shooting now. They shooting and you can see somebody blood running out of them being shot. It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
And how would you know they're shooting and they're dragging somebody out of the house when you're not there? Now the
Now,
operator should have kind of like, okay, you answer the phones, but dang, I'm not,
man,
ask
where are
them
you located? Where are you located, ma'am?
where.
I'm watching them. Ma'am, ain't they shooting? And you could hear the gunshots. I mean, the gunshots are loud. You ain't.
Yeah, I think the operator could have did a better job at filtering that call.
Are you gonna be there,
'Cause-
ma'am, when the police get there? Could you stay there till the police get there?
And that's
That
what
would
they normally tell you, to stay there till the police get there.
have
But
killed everything.
that operator, like, if she's working for the police department, y'all don't have a chance. Because
Yeah.
anybody can call and say anything. I think the operator should be placed on leave. She might need, change her job. Like, lady, you're not doing a good job vetting these calls.
Sure ain't.
She
Sure
said,
ain't.
clock in, clock out. I don't care what happened. But let's play some more and let's hear some more of this police call.
Hostage, like she's trying to. They brought her. The guy that was fighting her, she ran outside naked, and then he was fighting her outside.
Oh my God. This
And then
shit's
there was
crazy.
another commotion. She tried to get away. He dragged her back in the house. So now they're at the door, literally fighting. She's trying to get out. And he's refusing to let her out. And it's like 7 guys in the house.
Give me one moment.
She senses the operator isn't really moving with urgency that I guess she will want them to. So then she adds in another detail. She adds in another detail to make them move faster. And apparently this detail is there's a child in danger now all of a sudden. You told the story 3 times and there was no child involved. And now all of a sudden on the 4th time telling the story, a child is involved.
There's also a child in danger as well because she has a baby.
Okay, you said the female is naked.
Yeah, she's naked and she's bleeding profusely from her head.
Can you give me a description of the male?
The male is like has like a caramel complexion, low
Is
haircut.
he black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
He's black and he drives. I believe.
What
Well, it
color
looks
shirt
like
and
this is
pants do he have on?
regular blue jeans and like a regular like t-shirt. I'm not
What
sure. I
color
didn't really
t-shirt?
get the. Okay, I'm not sure if it was blue or black.
Okay, dark t-shirt. And what about the female?
She's light skinned and she has black hair. She's probably about 5'3", 130 pounds.
If this wasn't so effed up, this would be impressive, bro. To think that she's making this up on the spot as she goes, bro, creating like character descriptions. Now, the person that she described was her boyfriend, which makes this even more evil, bro, and more vindictive, right? What? Yo, you could have described anybody else in that house, bro. You described your boyfriend because you wanted them to get your boyfriend, right? You wanted to put a false accusation on him. Now, she was about to describe his vehicle too, bro. Just in case he leaves the house and he starts driving, the police pull him over. Like, she really wanted him to get caught nonetheless, bro. But I would have asked.
I don't know what he did to her, but she is definitely a scorned woman. She said, I can tell you the vehicle. How you know the vehicle when you're not here?
She know a whole
How
lot
do
of
you know
details.
all this is happening? Then you put a kid into it. Crazy. Crazy. But wait, Trey, there's more. Hey, Shanika, how are you doing? How are you doing, Shanika? But Trey, there's more that they're gonna. So let's play this video. Let's see what else we got.
If you're a neighborhood watch, how do you know the vehicle they're driving? Right? Like, you know this person personally?
Okay, give me one moment. Let me get EMS on the line.
Okay.
You have reached Grady EMS. Do not hang
Hello,
up.
ma'am. Can you tell me what they're doing right now?
Right now they're still battling. She's trying to get out, and the person is refusing to let her get out.
Oh my God.
She had to be transferred to jurisdiction. She's not even there. How would she know what's going on currently? How are you as an operator not spotting this, man? Bro, rest in peace of young Scooter, bro. Bro, this is getting me tight.
I call her and let her know what happened.
Hello.
Well, before I get into that, is this a business house or an apartment?
This is a house, and I think you guys should get here quick because this girl he's really hitting her, and it's a child involved. There is like 7 guys in the house, and they all have guns. You guys need to hurry and get here before she doesn't make it.
Ma'am, we already have help organized for her. What's the phone number you're calling from? Exactly what happened?
There's a situation going on in this house. There's 7 guys that live here, and they're basically, I'm not sure if they're running some type of sex traffic. This individual, she's a 5'2", light-skinned female, black hair. She ran outside naked, bleeding from her face. She tried to get away. She was dragged back into the house, and they're holding her hostage, and then there was a baby involved. So this situation is really serious, and he's punching her. If you guys don't get her, she's going to be really hurt.
I've never put my hands on any woman, bro. But woman, some people like this, man. You see how she pushing? Go, go, go. This is urgent. While making all of this up is sick, bruh. Sick. Yo, with situations like this, bro, you really have to start, bro. Y'all have to start examining, bro, these women like mental health before y'all start dating them, bro. I don't care how they look, bro. Yo, chicks like this is just.
Ma'am, are you with the patient now?
No, I'm a neighborhood watch. I'm just literally a neighborhood watch. I'm not in the house.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, no problem. About how old do you think she is?
She has to be about maybe. She looks a little underage, but I don't want to say that. You know, looks can be deceiving. So she's roughly, I'll say let's just say between 18 and 21.
You see how she stuck that underage in there? Despicable human being, man. Despicable human being.
Somewhere between those.
Is she awake?
18.
What do you mean is she awake? He's beating her bloody.
Conscious?
He's beating her bloody. He's dragged her back in the house.
No, sir, stop.
Ma'am,
okay, I'm stop it.
See,
right?
the lady on the line needs to get fired. Okay, she ain't even catching her in her lives. How the hell is she in the house? How's she in the house and you can see her getting beat, but you neighborhood watch? It makes no sense. He beating her now. Man, where you at? In the house? Outside? It makes no sense. She deserved, old boy said, what'd he say, 20 years? They'll probably give her 15. And she deserved all
She
of
even
it.
said, I heard the audio clip earlier, old girl better get plastic surgery and a new address. They've already discovered who the girl is, and Flock was going to tell us, but she auditioned to be on that show, Baddies, which is on Zeus, where the girls be fighting each other. Have you ever heard of that show?
She ain't gonna make it.
What's going on with our young folks?
She ain't gonna make it. She better worry about fighting in prison.
People said Ferg got a headache.
Yes.
From that girl, she had a very elaborate story. A very elaborate. And then she said, I could tell y'all the car that he's driving. So if y'all don't find him in the house and you see him on the road, just know he was pimping and selling drugs, beating people, gunshots, and there may be a child involved.
How do you know all this? She gave intimate details. How do you know all this? It makes no sense.
And the operator did a terrible job of vetting. This call honestly shouldn't even been passed along because she could have asked us some questions and broke down her whole story.
Yes.
And Shanika said dispatchers aren't supposed to interrogate callers, just ask the pertinent questions to get them to snitch on themselves. And she could have said, "How do you know this? Where are you at?"
Right. Yeah.
And I
She didn't
wonder
ask the
if
right
that
question.
neighborhood even has neighborhood watch.
Exactly. Because neighborhood watch are typically already connected to the police. Now they are sort of a designated, it's like a captain of a team. Everything go directly to the police. They know the chief, they know the officers in the area, they know the schedules of who's on, they know a lot. A real neighborhood watch, not ninjas just talking about we're gonna watch the neighborhood, but a real neighborhood watch. It's well organized. So it makes no sense.
Yes, it's like they have like a whole little like team. Everybody got their positions. You know, it this don't seem that organized from her calling herself. Um, and if you do hear gunshots, most people are gonna run.
But
She
also, if you hear gunshots, more than one person is going to call the law. That's
That's
why it makes
also
no
true.
sense.
And for her to say, I'm seeing it right now, or this is happening right now, I feel like we would hear some commotion in the background on the call. We didn't hear nothing. We heard nothing. And Shanika said she didn't ask the right questions for sure. Because normally they ask like, okay, what's your name? What's your age? What time did it occur? Where are you at? You know, and then she gets mad at the dispatcher for asking her questions. She just wants somebody to send the cops out. But there's a little bit left, Ray. A little bit left. We're gonna get to the end of it. That's when Flacco gonna tell us more about this girl.
Dragged her back in the house.
Okay, I understand that. I'm going to ask you some more questions. I understand you're not able to see what exactly is going on now, but just answer the questions to the best of your ability.
Okay.
Were any weapons involved?
Everyone in the house has weapons.
Okay.
The 7 guys that live there, they're roommates or something like that. I don't know if all 7 lives there, but it's typically about the same amount that's there every day.
Okay. Is there any serious bleeding?
She's bleeding from her face, like the whole front of her face. She's bleeding profusely, and then there's a child involved.
Okay, is she responding normally?
Are you serious, ma'am?
Yes, I'm serious. I need to know for the paramedics if she's completely alert.
How can I assess if she is alert if I just told you they dragged her back in the house?
So like I've asked earlier, just answer to the best of your ability.
Come to find out, the girl who did it, Demi Blanco, like she's apparently.
Oh, my bad.
Like apparently she was at one of these baddies auditions. She didn't get picked to be on the show, but when these girls.
My bad, y'all. I didn't know it was off screen, but did you hear it though, Trey? When she was getting mad at the police? Okay. My bad, though. I didn't realize it was off screen. So here,
Yeah, I heard.
Flacco was gonna tell us a little bit about her history.
Go to like audition for Zeus baddies. Apparently they get into all type of scallywag and ratchet activities. Apparently she was one of them, right? And she's very well known on Clubhouse as well.
I told y'all, did I not call it? I said, I guarantee you that some female mad at probably was texting. It's his birthday, he wasn't with her. And called people and put in a fake call. I told you. Women can be very vindictive, man. I got another story. Somebody called me today. His sister was with her.
She got beat up on baddies, and then now this.
Who got
beat up on Betty?
Demi.
Like
Demi.
Oh, on TV.
Ain't gonna lie. Yeah, she got crunched on Baddies Atlanta.
Somebody need to crush that hoe, but that
She
hoe.
deleted
See that?
social media. Well, that's old, man. That ain't
Send it to, I don't be on here like that.
Batty was it was a Zeus version of Batty.
Yeah, the Atlanta. You know the little be fighting and all that bullshit.
I ain't gonna lie. Somebody need to cancel that hoe. Demi, man. Straight up.
That's some new shit.
They need to protect her.
We know her identity. The police know her identity. So at this point, we're just waiting to see what happens. But this chick needs to be locked up, like today. Yeah, and I wouldn't mind if she gets charged with murder, bruh, because her actions directly caused the death of young Scooter. If this chick hadn't called, made a false report, lied, young Scooter wouldn't be dead right now. She killed young Scooter, and she needs to face the consequences for it. Now, I'll be
Right, Trey. So there you go. She was on Baddies before, or she auditioned. And Shanika said in Broward County, law enforcement utilized the shot spotter system, a gunshot detection technology, to identify and locate gunshots, which then alerts the police to respond to these incidents. And Trey, I believe you were telling me about that yesterday, weren't you?
Yeah. We talked about it yesterday. Yep. Almost every city in the
Yeah.
country has those now. That's the new technology. But yeah, that she said what she said is true. So makes no
And
sense.
hey,
I mean,
Mo, how are you doing?
what's up, Mo Love?
Yeah, what's up, my love? But yeah, that was the whole story. That's what we have so far. I'm sure tomorrow, so they're gonna find her, and I'm curious when they find her, what is she gonna say for herself?
She ain't have nothing to say.
I know.
No, sir.
Yesterday when I played you the videos, what we had, you thought, young Scooter shouldn't have ran, which I still believe. But what now, after hearing the actual police call, what do you think?
I mean, as far as she knew that they was going to be there, she knew everything about what was going to happen. She wasn't invited, probably because she got beat up on the little show or whatever, boyfriend. But it's unfortunate. I don't care about the name of the guy. If he was out there selling drugs, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no empathy for him as far as that. But it's unfortunate that they deal with a lot of these people deal with each other, and it's just a bomb ready to explode at any time because she got jealous. She called the police. They ran. Running makes no sense, but if they all are holding and they got a little weed, because they got pounds, they ain't got no, little bag. They got a lot going on because they're gonna be partying. You little drug money, whatever. And the fact that she sort of was given the details that she was given, so she knew the activities they was doing. But again, you saw in the how the police really didn't know what to say because they know that with the 911 they messed up. But look, you see the responses from the men and the women. The man was like, some man said she need to be taken off his earth. Which I can understand. And the one female, they need to protect her. The police ain't gonna protect her. The people in the street ain't gonna protect her. Y'all sisterhood ain't gonna protect her. Because soon as they done already offered that 5,000, and some of y'all need 5,000 because you're broke. So you're gonna turn her in. But stay away from this type of behavior. Avoid this. Invest in your life, invest in your children, and change your life. But don't do this type of behavior. The law is gonna come and get you. And if I see you doing something that's gonna disrupt the kids and my good time, I'm gonna call the law too. And I pack heat. So be careful how you tread with me. Just be careful. But I love you though. I ain't gonna bother you. I'm gonna make sure we get home safe for real. But it's just unfortunate. This guy's gone. If he has children, if any of them had children now, the children are growing up without a father. a woman is going to go to prison for a very long time. And she probably won't take no accountability because she wasn't taking no accountability. And it's just unfortunate, you know what I'm saying, that these things happen. So I'm
I
too
agree
old
with
for
you.
all this shit.
Mo said the call was so weird. She sounded too calm in that situation. She was calm because she probably was laying down in the bed somewhere.
Smoking
Man,
smoking
just
weed in between, taking puffs in between the call.
true. And then there we're gonna hear a lot of gender war, stuff based off of this situation. Um, she was dead wrong though. She was foul. And they should throw the book at her. She got everybody hemmed up. Young Scooter, everyone at the house, the police. Like now, everyone they have to answer to how this person got unalive. And the fact that that call is what caused everything is very sad, very tragic. If y'all are not in a real emergency, stop calling the police and wasting their time. There could be someone down the street that's really getting robbed, someone that's really getting harmed, and they're having to waste their time and check out this call because you didn't said all these lies. It's crazy. Um, yes, this is time for tea. Let me play this little video real quick for y'all so y'all know what it is.
Please hold for a very important message.
All right, time for tea, and we're about to wrap this show up, and I'm gonna get everybody up out of here. One of the videos I want to do was a viral onion boil. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do that today, but I want to. That's gonna be the next cooking session. Yeah. Shanika said, like, damn girl, you can't miss a party. If your man cheating and shut down the party, won't stop it. I think after all of this, that man does not want to be with that woman for real now. And I hope that she doesn't have kids. I know that young Scooter has 4 kids, and his son even went and made a statement on social media. And we went through that statement yesterday. But it's like, in this situation, the kids really lost out because now they don't have a father. And if she has kids, they don't have a mom now. And it's just a situation that could have been avoided. Could have been avoided. And y'all, some people be careful who you be with. you know, um, and she liked drama because she was trying to be on Baddies. That show is all drama for sure. We are gonna be back tomorrow. We're gonna be talking about some more stuff. I'm trying to get back in the kitchen with y'all soon. So yes, this is time for tea at 9:07. Good eats. And we discussed Elon Musk gives $1 million checks. Sean Kingston was sentenced. And I replayed you guys the original video where the raid took place. And then we discussed the young shooter 911 call. Shortly before I came on the air, her identity was unveiled, and now they got a face to the name. Trey, let me get your final thoughts about everything that we
Can you
saw.
hear me, 907?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's just unfortunate that in these modern times where people claim to be smart, just moving as dumb as they want to be. It's unfortunate, making dumb decisions today when we have so many good resources available. And if you get opportunity to make it, whatever career you choose, just do it right. Don't try to cheat, Because white folk ain't gonna let you cheat. It ain't gonna happen. They're gonna take it all just when you think you reaching it big, they're gonna swipe it all back on. And everybody that you shitting on moving up, they're gonna be laughing at you when you're falling down. So if you have a talent, do it the right way. If you don't have a talent, teach your kids a talent. Let them do it the right way. But you can't, you know what I'm saying, show your kids how to do evil, then expect any good out of it. Because nobody's gonna care what happened to you. You know, and just be wise on the people that you choose to be in a relationship with. Because if not, you can see what can happen. And when you see the red flags and don't avoid them, don't come crying after you get ran over with the red flags. Stay away from that shit. I'm trying to tell you, ain't no good out of it. We're in a whole different time than it was 25 years ago. The crack babies have grown up. And I'm being facetious when I say that, but they got a different little mindset. People that were born, they'll fight a wolf, they'll fight a bear, they'll fight your mama, your grandmama. They'll lie, they'll steal, they'll cheat. So just be careful in who you choose to be around, especially at this age, 35 and over. Nah, we want to sit back and take care of ourselves and our family. If not, you're in America, Jack. They ain't gonna let you get far. They gonna lock you up if you do it. And you come messing up my picnic, my kickback, my little get together, my birthday party, I'm calling the popo. And you run up on me, we might send you to the upper room too. So just be careful. You know, that's all I got. 907. Great show as always, for sure.
Yes,
Always.
and Trey, thank you so much for coming up. Y'all check out yesterday's episode where we had the Empty Stomach podcast up here. We had Stan up here, and we had Trey, and Trey had us rolling. Shanika said we can't be the new adults. Laugh out loud.
Mm-mm.
Trey said y'all is. But Trey, I'm gonna drop you down. I'm gonna close out the show. I will see you on the next one, and I'll see you in
Salute.
these.
You gotta go work.
Oh, he was saying something else. What were you saying, Trey?
I was just saying I gotta go work on my yard anyway, so I got some yard work I gotta do for the next couple of hours. So salute.
All right, Trey. I'll see you in the next one. All right, there you have it. Time for tea at 9:07. Good eats. I'm finna hit y'all with the outro video. I'll see y'all on the next one. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for great cooking content, recipes, and so much more. And normally we are in the kitchen, but I have been trying to do this weekday show where I'm able to talk to you guys and hear what you guys think. Um, Shout out to everybody that came through. I will see y'all in the next one. Um, and thank you so much, Shaniqua. Y'all make sure y'all tap into the social medias and all that other stuff. And I'll see y'all around. I'll see y'all next time. I'm your host, and this is Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bang. I'll see you on the next one. Foodie gang, gang, gang. Foodie gang, gang, gang. Foodie gang, gang, gang. Foodiegang, gang, gang. Foodiegang, gang, gang. This is Chef Big Bang. Thank you so much for watching at 907 Good Eats. Make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe.